Sometimes life gives us moments that feel like tests, small choices that reveal who we truly are. And sometimes, kindness comes from the person you least expect, and hits you so deeply that it changes everything. This is the story of a single dad, a tired maid, a mysterious letter, and a challenge that no one in that office expected would lead to a life-changing moment. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment below to support our channel, Kindness Lights. Your engagement helps us bring more real, emotional kindness stories to the world. Now, let's get into the story. Daniel Hayes was a successful financial manager in downtown Chicago, a man known for his sharp suits, sharp humor, and sharp tongue. Life had toughened him after losing his wife 4 years earlier, leaving him to raise their little boy, Liam, on his own. But if success made Daniel strong, single fatherhood made him exhausted. He was juggling custody schedules, late-night fevers, school drop-offs, and endless meetings. And sometimes, when he was overwhelmed, he said things he didn't mean. Which brings us to the morning everything changed. The company had recently hired extra cleaning staff. Among them was Maria, a quiet young woman in her mid-20s with gentle eyes and the tired posture of someone who worked more hours than she slept. She kept to herself, moved quietly through the halls, and always wore the same simple blue and white uniform. Daniel barely noticed her. To him, she was just background noise, another employee silently keeping things running. That morning, Daniel walked into the boardroom with a stack of investor documents. One of them was written in Chinese, a proposal from a major partner. He needed it translated urgently, but the office translator had called in sick. No translator today. Daniel grumbled. Great. Just great. He tossed the paper onto the table with a frustrated sigh. That was when Maria entered, carrying cleaning supplies. Daniel, half joking and half annoyed, waved the paper at her. Hey, Maria. Translate this for me and I'll give you my salary for the day, he laughed. His co-workers chuckled. They all knew it was a joke. The maid. Translate a corporate Chinese document. Impossible. Maria froze. She looked at the paper, then at Daniel, then back at the paper. Her hands trembled slightly. Sir, do you really want me to translate this? She asked softly. Her voice wasn't sarcastic. It wasn't angry. It was sincere. Daniel smirked. Sure. Go on. Knock yourself out. Everyone expected her to laugh awkwardly, apologize, and hurry out. Instead, Maria stepped forward, gently took the document, and began reading. The room fell silent. Her voice, though nervous at first, grew steadier as she translated line by line, paragraph by paragraph, with perfect clarity. No hesitation. No mistakes. No guessing. Daniel's smile faded. His pen slipped from his fingers. The executive stared. In less than 3 minutes, Maria finished and calmly placed the paper on the table. That is the completed summary, sir, she said quietly. Daniel blinked, stunned. How do you know Chinese? Maria lowered her eyes. I studied international business back home. I speak 4 languages. But when my mother got sick, I had to leave school. We moved here for her treatment. I couldn't afford to continue. So I take whatever work I can. The room was so quiet you could hear the air conditioner humming. Daniel felt like the floor had dropped under him. He had joked. He had mocked. And the person he underestimated had a talent most of them couldn't even dream of. Maria. I'm so sorry, he whispered, standing slowly. I didn't know. You weren't supposed to, she said softly. People don't usually ask. One of the executives leaned toward Daniel. Hire her, he mouthed. But Daniel didn't need convincing. His heart was already beating with something, shame, yes, but also admiration. Maria, he said, his voice steady now, if you're interested, I want to offer you a position here. Not as cleaning staff. As our official translator and international communications assistant. And the salary will be a lot more than mine for the day. Her eyes widened. Are you serious? This time, Daniel said, smiling gently, I'm not joking. Maria pressed a hand to her mouth, tears gathering in her eyes. But I don't have a degree. I never finished. Then we'll help you finish, Daniel replied. We'll work around your schedule. We'll support you. You deserve that chance. Maria couldn't hold back her tears. She nodded, whispering, "Thank you. Thank you so much." But the moment that truly broke Daniel was when Maria handed him a small folded note. "This is for you," she said. He opened it. Inside was a child's handwriting. "Thank you for being kind to my mom. She works hard. One day I will help her like she helps me. Luis, age 7. Daniel felt his chest tighten. He saw himself in those words, himself and his own son, Liam. Without warning, something in him softened. Maybe it was empathy. Maybe it was regret. Maybe it was simply humanity. "Tell your son," Daniel said quietly, "that his mom is incredible." Maria nodded, wiping her tears. From that day on, Maria started working not with a mop in her hand, but with a headset, computer, and a badge with her full name printed proudly. She blossomed in her new role, translated for international clients, and soon became one of the company's most valuable employees. And Daniel. He learned that kindness isn't about grand gestures. Sometimes it's about stopping, looking deeper, and recognizing the worth in someone the world walks past without noticing. He never joked at someone's expense again. In the end, this story reminds us that everyone is carrying dreams, struggles, and hidden talents. Kindness is the key that can unlock them. So today, be gentle. Be curious. Be human. You never know whose life you might change or how they might change yours.